Hey guys, Coach Sam here. It's Monday, April 1st, 2024. And today we're not hitting legs. Just kidding, April Fools. Today we have another nasty leg day for you. So we're going back in the time calculator to one of our old warm ups, tried, tested, and true. We're doing our prehab lower body number 3, which is going to be 3 rounds of 10 suitcase deadlifts. You can leverage a kettlebell or a dumbbell for this. A front plank, feel free to do this in the high plank position or on your elbows based off whatever's more comfortable for you, and then a good pigeon stretch. On that pigeon stretch, if you guys are hypermobile, feel free to try to add a little bit of intensity and put your working leg up on a box and then try to lower yourself. There's some good videos out there for an elevated pigeon stretch. So if the version on the ground is a little too easy for you, feel free to try to elevate your working leg onto like a 24 or 30-inch box and then lower your body there for 30 seconds. That'll get a good, nice, deep hip stretch there. All right, so for our pre-fatigue today, we have our butt stuff burner, which is going to be 3 rounds of 15 dumbbell RDLs against bands, immediately into 15 banded step-ups per leg, into 20 banded good mornings. So for this, you're going to need at least 2 different bands, maybe 3, depending on how much band tension you're going to use for some of the movements. So for those dumbbell RDLs against bands, I do recommend that you guys use lifting straps, depending on how heavy you're going in the dumbbells. And then make sure you put a light to medium band in each loop around one of the heads of the dumbbells to give you some accommodating resistance where the band tension is going to release in the way down and get a little bit harder in the way up. Then for those banded step ups, try to find a box height, or you can also stack plates that allows you to have at least a 90-degree angle between your hip and your lower leg there. And then on those, you should get a nice good burn for those 15 per leg, and then right into the 20 banded good mornings. And we're only going to have about a 60-second rest between rounds there. So make sure you're picking your loading properly so you're not burning out too early. All right, moving on for our heavy mechanical loading move of the day, we have box squats with added band or chain resistance. So we're going to be building up over 5 sets to an RPE 9 to a heavy set of 5 with a 3 count down. So for points of performance for this, so first for the setup, ideally, if you're using chains, try not to have your chains hanging off the ground. You want to have the chains on the ground the entire time so the tension can release and increase during the portion of the movement. If you don't have chains, bands are perfectly fine as well. Try to set the bands up so that way when you walk back out of the squat rack, your band is vertical in line with wherever that sleeve of the barbell is. So that may require you, if you're not inside of a power rack, to use some heavier dumbbells or kettlebells to attach the bands to. Now on the actual box squat itself, you can do this with a high bar or a low bar position with the barbell on your back. You can also leverage a safety squat bar. We're going to be sending your hips back just like a Romanian deadlift. And you're going to be doing this with a good 3-second eccentric, sit on the box, and then stand back up again. What we don't want you to do is when you sit on the box, don't rock forward too much to use momentum to get yourself up. You're going to sit down there, keep the good tension on your hamstrings, and then come back up. All right, then for our concentration work after that, we've got our landmine hack squat giant sets. So you're going to be doing 4 sets with 2 different foot positions. So, and we're also building from an RPE 6 to an RPE 9. So keep that in mind for loading as you go across the sets. So for set 1, you're going to be doing 15 reps with a sumo stance. So it's feet a little bit wider than your traditional squat stance with your toes out, immediately into 10 reps 10 3/4 reps with your hip width, your feet at about hip width or a little bit closer. So for this landmine hack squat setup, put your barbell in the traditional landmine position that you normally would, and then pick it up, put it on one of your shoulders, and then the closer your legs are to the arc of the landmine, the more difficult more tension is going to be placed in your quads. So try to find a position where you can knock out all of the required reps without too many breaks, and then also where you feel comfortable from a balanced position. But keep in mind that you should feel like you're going to fall over, and when you put the bar on your back, but you're able to balance by putting your shoulder into the plate. So, there should be somewhat a little bit of an uncomfortable feeling you're going to fall backwards. That's when you're in a good position. So once you bang those out, we're going to finish up today with our Bulgarian split squat death set. So for this, you're going to need one heavy, one medium, and one light kettlebell or dumbbell, and then something to prop your non-working your back leg up, which could be a leg roller, a bench, or a box. So on these split squats, you're going to be doing a large drop set. You're going to be hitting 7 split squats with a heavy kettlebell or dumbbell with a 7-second hold at parallel, dropping that immediately, repeating it in the middle weight, dropping again immediately, and repeating it with the light weight. And then you're going to switch legs and repeat, and you're going to rest 2 minutes and hit that 3 times. So that should catch you guys up pretty good for the day. And once you're done with that, we have our optional core work and then our Thunder Broga. And then for you guys that are on our 30-day shred, make sure you're doing your check-ins in the 30-day shred Facebook group. And then for those that are not in the Thunderbro family Facebook group, make sure you go ahead and join that. We post great training tips, allows you to ask some questions, interact with other athletes and coaches. And for those of you that aren't Train Heroic, hit me up in the direct message or in the group form if you guys have any questions. I've been seeing some good activity in there lately. Keep asking those questions, guys. Love to help you guys out. If you have any questions on training, if you don't be on the whiteboard, make sure you're hitting up Coach Kenny. All right, guys, have a great leg day.